Hey everybody, welcome back. Steven with North Trail RV, and today we got something special for you. Check this thing out. This is a 2026 Renegade Classic 45 CMR, and this is the brand new Peterbilt 589 truck that it's built on. And we're going to talk a little bit about the truck and a little bit about the motorhome inside and outside. So first of all, the paint job on this is a custom graphic scheme that we helped design, and custom scheme, custom colors. And then we did some extra coats on clear on this one to really make the paint pop. The truck, this is the new 26 Peterbilt 589. So this is actually a metal hood, metal grill. And the really cool thing about this one is it's powered by an X15 Cummins, 15 liter, 605 horsepower, and it has the Allison 4000 transmission to go along with it. So same engine combination that you're getting in a high-end diesel pusher. It does have 315/80 22.5s up front. You can see it's got a big PACCAR radiator transmission cooler up here. It does have diamond shield on the front, so just like the Class A buses, it does have the clear bra. And over around on this side, you can see the X15 badging. And then I want to point out, in the Peterbilt trucks versus some of the other brand trucks, they use an oversized steering box here. I have driven this coach. I took about 10 miles on the highway when we got it. And the steering in this thing is really nice. It's almost effortless. There's no tension in the steering wheel at all. It tracks really, really straight, which is one of the advantages of a Super C. This is your hood release here to get it back up. And then we'll start down the side of the motorhome. So first off, the Renegade Classic was their original design for a motorhome build. And this construction is different than the other coaches that they build. So in the Classic only, they use an FRP wall, which is fiberglass reinforced plywood. And it is plywood that is encapsulated in fiberglass, and that is just the barrier wall that gets painted. Inside from there, you have your batten insulation and then your inside wall. So these Classics tend to hold their temperature really, really well. It is one of the best insulated motorhomes you can buy. One of the other advantages, if you want to do a Peterbilt instead of a Cascadia, the Peterbilt cab is a little bit lower, so your overhead bed up here ends up being a little bit taller. So if you're using it for sleeping, actually, 2 adults will fit up there. You have a little bit more head height with a Peterbilt truck versus a Cascadia. Another cool thing, whether you do a Peterbilt or a Cascadia, is it still utilizes the air cab. So the body of the motorhome and the overhead bed are bonded together, and then the truck cab is still allowed to float independently. So not only do you have air seats, but you still got the air cab, so it just tends to have a smoother ride. We've got a 600D series Aquahot in here, so this is the largest. This is the largest consumer grade Aquahot that they make. Has the largest heaters in it. Does have a hot water line run for block cooling as well, and that's pretty much this storage bay. And our next one is a storage bay. We have optioned in the Dometic fridge freezer, which is on a slide out. The cool thing about this, and a lot of folks will do this, if you need an extended trip, you need the storage, you can merely unplug this thing, take it out, and leave the tray in, and you gain all the storage back. Some people will even unbolt the tracks and take that and have the whole storage bay if they need it, and it's easily put back in. It's a nice option to have. It's quite a bit of beverage and food storage in there, but if you'd rather have the space, you can do it. We have a sidewall mounted outdoor entertainment here. Samsung TV and Samsung soundbar. Got a couple of USB charging plugs over here on this side. This is completely sealed. You can see the big bulb seal around it, so it doesn't let moisture, water, any humidity in. And then our next bay back here is just all big storage. So this is actually one big bay. There's no divider in here. So if you did take the fridge freezer out, you just have one big pass-through bay on this side. Because it is the 45 CMR is a quad slide, so because it has a front living room mounted slide up here, the entry door moves to midship. In these 45 footers, Peterbilt, Cascadia, Volvo, whatever you choose, they are all tandem drive rear end. So this is not a tag axle. This is actually a drive axle, drive shaft coming back out of the back of the front drive axle into this, and you have 8 turning tires in the back, which is one of the reasons why this has such a high tow capacity as well. We have another storage bay over here. You see we've got our slide lock arms in here and our hitch parts, and those are some spare floor tiles. But if you get down, you can see that this bay actually passes under the frame rails and tucks back up about 18 inches or so, and you could store back under that as well. Another storage back here. And then on the back here, this is really where this motorhome shines, is its towing ability. So they label it here. This is Gen Y hitches in Napanee, Indiana. And if you are towing on a pintle capacity, you've got a 40,000 pound tow capacity. If you're towing with a standard ball, you've got a 32,000 pound tow capacity. And that's what these are built for. These are built to tow. They are pre-wired for a Voyager camera. If you would like to add a Voyager camera to your trailer, it's already got the wiring for it. You're wired electrical back here, and you've got air lines back here if you have air braking on your trailer, whatever you're towing as well. They have a specifically for the hitch, a hitch mounted camera here as you're backing up to your trailer. Renegade's pretty intelligent in their design. This is a 2-piece rear cap, so you can see the seam across here. If something were ever to happen to your lower, it's piece removable. It can be replaced without having to do anything up here. They mount your marker lights, all your brake signals, brake lights and turn signal lights up high, so they're above your tow car if you're towing a car. An extra set up high if they're above your trailer that you're towing. And then we add this big LED rear backup light here along with it, and you can see your standard backup camera up top. One thing that we have them do is paint the graphics through the cap seams up here and around the sides of the motorhome, so it's just not a white. It's just a lot better appearance, and they paint it on through the trim and onto the roof. Over here on this side, we do have a power cord reel, which is this compartment here. Removable plate down there and pass through at the bottom. Does have a built-in surge protector. They give you a nice spot here to store your Stewart hose out of the way. And then this Classic's got a 12.5 Onan generator. It's got 3 roof airs, and this is plenty enough power to power those and everything else. So here's the controls for our wet bay. This is pretty standard for Renegade. They build this compartment and they build this panel themselves and etch it out with a water jet, and everything's labeled in here. So the only thing that really doesn't come out of here is your sewer hose, and then obviously your power cord in the back. We have an outside shower. Our low point drains are here. We do have power knife valves this year, which is a nice feature. So your black and gray are touch to open to empty your holding tanks, and you got a power hose reel in here as well. And then in this next bay, we've optioned this one with a macerator, which you'll see in here in the pump. So this is your sewer tank dump in this bay. So these 2 bays right next to each other, and then your power cord in the back. This is more of your holding tanks. Here, blacks and grays come through onto this side, so you really don't gain much storage on the driver's side of these Super Cs. It's mostly done down the passenger. And then this bay here, we've got our 2 Victron inverters and our Dragonfly batteries. This is about 1,200 amp hours of battery time, and it will run a midship air conditioner off of the Dragonfly Lithiums and the Victron. They even give you a Victron controller out here, which will relay to the one inside. Just a really clean installation. They build this rack for these inverters themselves to help keep them cool. They've been doing the Lithiums for a few years now, and most of our Renegades that we are ordering in, we are doing Lithium options on them. Since we're on this side still, this does have power Girard dual Nova awnings on the other side, which we've got out. It's got Girard slide toppers, and it's also got power Girard window awnings as well. This is your main living room windows here on this side. Up here by the cab, we've got our side camera, turn signal cameras mounted here on the body. And these Peterbilt trucks have a single fuel tank, so it's driver side mounted right here under the cockpit. And this is a single 120 gallon capacity. All right, let's go inside and we'll check out the interior. I want to point out here in the doorway too, you have a full Corian entryway steps up into the interior. Hey guys, welcome inside. So we'll start up here in the cab. I want to talk about this truck cab a little. As old school in appearance as it is from the outside, it is not old school inside. It's a very technologically advanced truck. You can see here you've got a full digital instrument cluster. And then we've got our nav and radio here, which is touchscreen. Just like the Class A diesels, you have a touchpad gear shifter down here for your Allison 4000 6-speed. And then this dash will do Bluetooth your phone. You can control your small screen with it. One nice thing they've started doing is putting a separate camera up here, so it allows you to run your nav and your radio here, watch all your engine gauges through the dash, and then still have a designated camera for your trailer, your tow vehicle back behind you, and your turn signals. So not having to toggle through your radio here and your nav to get to your cameras. You've got a full-time camera on all the time. We've ordered this one in. This one's got a Cobra CB on it. And a couple of cool things about the Super C. So you have a manual dump for your rear air suspension, a manual dump and raise, which is helpful if you are hooking up a big trailer. And then you've got a fully locking rear end here as well. So you can lock all 8 tires to turn in the back. These seats are very nice. These are the factory Peterbilt upgraded seats. They are air and they are air conditioned. So they are vented seats and they are fully air ride and air adjustable seats as well. So I want to point out here too, you don't have power shades like you do in a Class A one of these, but you do. The truck does come with a privacy curtain. So you got a privacy curtain either side that come around. It's got a built-in track up here in the middle. They come and meet in the middle and then snap together. And then up top here, when you get the overhead bunk in one of these, this is pretty versatile. So this is our ladder to climb up to use it as a bed. Your bed here will sleep 2 adults. It's on a track and it's grooved out and notched out at the end. So when it's out, it kind of comes and locks in here. And then to move it back, if you want an open cab area while you travel, just pick it up and slide it all the way forward. Another really cool thing that Renegade does is they put a hatch up here on the roof. So for folks who like to go to races and you're infield and you like to use the roof of this motorhome for viewing, you certainly can. It's also just a nice hatch to have if you need to get up and check your roof sealants or get to an air conditioner. You can also use it as an access maintenance hatch as well. This is some standard picked colors. We kind of mix and match some colors in here, but the gist of this is called Ridgeline. So this decor package in here is Ridgeline. It's very neutral. It's a very neutral cabinet and furniture. These theater seats are an option, which we pick and put in here. This does have a fold-up armrest, which is actually kind of nice. So you can still use this like a couch if you like. So you can lay on this. But also if you want to use it like theater seats, armrest comes down, and then you've got power theater seats as well that look across to your pop-up televator, Samsung TV and soundbar on the other side. And then this piece of furniture here is a jackknife sofa that you can use for sleeping as well. Good for children. You can see we've optioned in these custom rope lights. So these are actually built into the Corian countertops and then put up underneath. They are color changing. It's on a rotator right now, but you could stop it on any color you like. The 45 CMR's got a really nice kitchen. So you've got a long countertop and you've got a really deep countertop also. It does have true induction cooktop, dual burner. And then down below here, we have a slide out trash can, which is really nice. And then we've got some shelving on the other side. These are adjustable or removable. So you could take all those out if you have something tall you need to put in there. Got a big one-piece stainless sink as well. And then we option in this galley window here. It just lets some light in and makes it feel a lot more open in the kitchen. This booth dinette it's shaped like a Euro booth, but unlike a lot of Euro booths, you can still use this as sleeping. So this is kind of Euro booth seating with a dream dinette top. So this unlocks and this tabletop will drop down and rest here, and you can use this for extra sleeping as well. And then you have slide out storage here. Pull this up so you can get a shot of the depth under both your dinette seats. These are the fillers for the tabletop if you were to use it in bed form. This is honed floor tile on here, so we've done a not polished, so no sheen on the cabinets and no polish on the floor, just a really flat, classy look. You got a 3-door Samsung refrigerator. This is your locking mechanism for it. So underway, when your doors are loaded and heavy, you slide this in. It'll keep your fridge doors closed. Push it in and it pops up. Take it out to get in your fridge. So this has got the new Samsung twin cooling in it. And then you got a bottom drawer freezer down here. And then on this side, got a bunch of slide out drawers. So these are push to opens. You can see they use only real hardwood. That's has been one of Renegade's claim to fame for years, is they use all solid hardwoods, and they truly do. Down low, they put your breakers and your fuses both together, all in the same spot for easy access. And in most of the Renegades, they tend to be right here in the same area midship. And up top here, you have a shallow storage compartment. One thing that's nice that they've started doing, and these have gotten even nicer, these are covers for their air conditioners. So they've got a little tab you pull up here, and then this releases, and you've got access to your air filters. And then this covers them back up so you don't actually see the air box. Up here above the door, we have optioned this one with Starlink, so that's what you'll see. You'll see the router up here. This does have Starlink on the roof. You got some nice coat and hat hangers that fold up. You got 3 here and then 3 on this side of the doorway. And one of the nice things about this floor plan is the amount of pantry and storage that it offers. It's pretty versatile too. So the way this is right now, we've got 2 shelves up top and 2 down below. But you can see up here that they have a hanging bar at the top of this. So these shelves are just as easily taken out, and you can pick up a hanging wardrobe here and still use this for storage down below. And you've still got a pull-out drawer down here that would be good for like pots and pans. Pretty deep. And then right next to that, we've got our Blvd stack washer dryer. And then on the other side, we've got our half bath. You see the LED rope lighting continues on. And then also in these Renegades, we option in these padded walls. So instead of having wallboard, it's a really nice vinyl material. It just gives it a really classy look. If you walked out of this and into another motorhome with wallboard, you would realize like what a difference this makes in here. It just makes their motorhomes look so nice inside. And one of the nice things about having a quad slide versus a full wall slide, so this area that I'm in here, this will never change sizes. So your front slide stops right here at the end of the fridge. Your galley slide stops right there at the end of the, right before the pantry. And this area is always fixed. So to be able to get back and have this full walkway and entrance here to your half bath while you're underway, your washer dryer, your pantry, your closet, whatever you use it for, this never changes size in the middle of the coach. In the bedroom, we've got a real king bed, another air conditioner, and they do option a ceiling fan, allow us to do that. So we've ordered this one with the ceiling fan. Folks tend to really like that. You've got some Corian shelving next to your bed here, windows on both sides and behind the headboard. And then you've got 110s and USBs on either side of the bed. Like all your other Renegades, you don't have storage under the bed because they hide their water supply down here. So your fresh water is stored indoors. It's climate controlled. And like all other Renegades, it holds 150 gallons of fresh water. On this side, you have a cedar lined wardrobe on either side here. And your TV actually folds forward and you have a full-size, full-length wardrobe behind it. So there's 3 ways that you can get into this full-size wardrobe. This is more access down here below. This style of accent lighting in the slide fascias is also new for this year. It looks really, really nice. And then we'll cut back in the back bathroom back here. So to maximize the space back here, they've kind of rounded the corner with this sink and put it in the corner and given you some counter space on either side. And by doing that, they've moved the cabinet drawer out farther and able to give you some deep storage underneath the sink instead of having it up against the wall and eating up your floor space in here. You do have medicine cabinets mirrored up here on either side and in the middle. You've also got another one here. And then you've got a really nice Corian and tiled shower over here with a really big skylight at the top and a nice teak fold down seat in it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough video. As always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call us. My personal number is in the description down below. If you have questions about this, any of our other Renegade products, or any of our Newmar Tiffin products as well, please reach out to us and let us know in the comments what you would like to see next. Don't forget to like and subscribe.